Hello, everybody. So, today we're going to be looking at different levels and things, how to get started being a VTuber, all the way to how Melody does what she does. So, of course, it's not a full guide on everything. This is just a wrap through how things work, how you get from A to B. I guess just won't be in full detail and everything. So just keep that in mind. And this will be just like your starter map guide and how things work. So from level 1, level 2, and then level 3 which will be Melody. Yeah. So yeah, let's get started with the video. Alrighty. So, obviously, to get started, you need, well, a model. For example, this. I'll see the model. It should be humanoid for most programs. It would be a human model. So, to get started, you probably want to draw your model. How's it going to look like? A model, body sheet, and face. So 3D modeling. How do you actually make your model? There's a few ways. Live 2D. Live 2D, you can draw your model and animate it. You probably can see a lot of Japanese use 2D models. So 3D models are pretty good, but it is really expensive. The software is expensive. I think you also have to pay monthly, like $20 monthly. I think I don't use 2D, only 3D. That's what I use anyway. So, how do you get a 3D model then? 3D model is easier and cheaper. And it has more freedom. Obviously, you can move around and stuff. You can pose your models and things and dance with your models and whatever else you may use your model for. Excuse the dog that's walking around. So yeah, first program would be Vroid. That's probably the easiest one. I did a video on it. Link will down below if you want to make a Vroid model. It's the easiest. It's like a game, body sliders and everything. And so you can make your own custom model. You do need to be able to draw to a certain point. So drawing is kind of a requirement to draw the textures and everything else. Now there is programs like Blender, Maya, 3D Max. These programs are really difficult. It will take you weeks, if not months, to learn. So if you don't know how to do model yourself, there is commissions you can do. I will link Vroid commissions and from scratch commissions. So that will be Blender, 3D Max, whatever those people use, but you can make it from scratch to the model for you. I don't exactly do commissions right now. I have too much work. I have YouTube, I have streaming, I have animations, it goes on. I'm too busy to do commissions myself. I might open them up maybe sometime, but at the moment, sorry, I cannot keep up with everything, so I'm way too busy. But yeah, rigging blend shapes is basically how mouth movements, how things bend and everything. That's what rigging is. It's basically ties into creating your model. Characters are now animatable, so you have a fully done avatar. So the next thing you need is how are you going to capture it? So obviously you're going to need a computer, and your computer should be really good computer, not a potato. Models do take processing power, and if you're going to be streaming as well to OBS or whatever, you can need a fairly good computer. I'm talking about like minimum like $600 minimum if you know what you're doing with your money. $1,000 computer would be good. 2,000 would be, well, perfect, pretty much. So, there's that. Now, the programs you could use to capture what I'm doing right now, I'm using Puppet. To capture my hand movements, my head movements is a webcam right in front of me, and leap motion, which is sitting on my chest right here. It's capturing my hand movements, and webcam is capturing my facial movements. Yeah. So yeah, Puppet is what I recommend normally because it's probably the smoothest tracking you'll find from all of the programs, and the best hand tracking with leap motion. I keep mixing Puppet and leap motion sometimes, so bear with me. So yeah, Puppet for a free program that I recommend is 310A. 310A is pretty good. It has good tracking, and also VUP. It's pretty good too. It's not bad. VUP uses still facial tracking as well, so you can need a model that does a lot of blend shapes on your face, which I've done a video to that too, on how to make blend shapes for your avatar. But anyway, so step 2, or not really step 2, but level 2, VR tracking. So it will be these things right here. So if you want to do VR tracking, the easiest way to do is probably going to be either, I think was it B-World by Deets, and also my personal one that I use is VRChat. I mean, VRChat is nice and easy. You can do full body motions. You can do hand tracking if you wish with the index as well. It's pretty good. It's what I use, and I do recommend. It's pretty good. You can make your own world. So yeah, you can almost be like Melody. Almost, not quite. It's close enough, but yeah, it is quite well, you know, it takes quite a lot of resources, which brings me on the third step, is actual bodysuit tracking. So there's a few ones you can use. I'll just show them up on screen now. So these ones are gonna be now your, well, bodysuit. For example, now we got perception neuron, we got accents, which is probably the one I'm going to recommend you to look at. At least that's the one I researched the most, and that one seems to be capable with quite a lot of software, and also with Unity, which is what I would use, and is what Project Melody is using, Unity. So accents is pretty good, neuron is pretty good, and the rococo is good. Now, alright, so bodysuit capture, how does it actually work? And you know, you get a visual here on how things work. So this is your, well, Project Melody, for example, and how she does things. So the facial capture can be, well, an iPhone X. This is probably the cheapest way to get facial tracking with iPhone X. You get a mount, you get the iPhone. So yeah. There is special cameras as well that you can buy, but these cameras cost between $8,000 to $10,000. So even more expensive than a suit. So be prepared to dish out at least $20,000 if you're planning to go full on. I mean, you can just get a body motion suit. That's pretty good too. You can get the hand gloves as well if you want finger tracking, which you probably do want. So yeah, you can get the gloves, VR gloves, as see here. And then, of course, where you're gonna put the your tracking data in is to Unity, which is what Melody uses, and you know this could be like Melody's screen basically should capture into Unity her motions, which like accents uses software to put into Unity, and I think the gloves too. I haven't researched too much in the gloves, but yeah, it doesn't. They're about the same. So yeah, you get your model and you get all these gadgets on you, and yeah, you put your data into Unity, and you do real-time recording. So if you're gonna buy into this, it's gonna be really expensive. So if you're gonna be looking at this, be like, I can just dish out like 5,000, 10,000. Remember that you're still gonna be paying money, because like Xsense, I think, has a monthly subscription, so you're gonna have to pay monthly, and it is not cheap also. So if you're gonna be upgrading to this kind of stuff, make sure you're already are, you know, up there. You can just do VR tracking if you want to get good motion. Also about VR tracking, I also forgot to mention, I do use Suva for my VR tracking if I'm doing games and stuff. If I'm live streaming, playing video games, it's Suva and virtual motion capture. Those two are pretty good for getting your capture. It's pretty good. It's not as intensive as what, well, rendering with Unity would be. What like Unity you need, if you want to do that, what Melody does, you need a really, really good computer. Like $3,000 computer. Or 2 computers, in fact, even probably 2 computers would be more ideal. One doing all the rendering, the other, and sending all the data to one computer, and then your main computer will be your gaming, and you know, basically, you know, all the things you can be doing. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful for you guys on how things are done in the Vtuber world. How to get your model, how do you track your model, and how do you, well, render your model, which level 1 Lopez, Ricardo, Tritone, so on. Level 2 Biarchat, I think the tracking world was the other one. Suva, as the last one was your window capture, I think, was the last one. That one was free also. And then the last one, which Melody does, is, well, bodysuit, accents, project neuron, or no, perception neuron, not project neuron. And then put the tracking into Unity, all the data into Unity, and then into OBS, which with your rendered image or live image or video, whatever. I'm rambling on. So yeah, hopefully this was helpful for you guys. So yeah, I want to thank my Patreon for supporting me so much, and everybody in my live streams. Also, I do live on Twitch TV Moonikaya, link down below as well. So make sure to check that out. And my Patreon is down below for Mostly I do like mm, things like these wallpapers that I do on 2K resolution as well. So if a 2K monitor, or you can scale it down to 1080p if a 1080p monitor. And you can also request for your own wallpapers at whatever model you want. I have 7 models so far, or 7 outfits for my model. So yeah, you can check that out, and I do free. Well, not really free if you're paying, but on Patreon I have downloads to accessories, so you can take them and put them on your own avatar if you wish so. But yeah, hopefully you guys found this helpful and got you guys started and whatever. So yeah, and give you an idea how everything works, and hopefully this satisfied your curiosity. Um, so yeah, any questions down below? I'll be happy to answer any of them, or Discord, a link down below also. In Vtuber channel, you can ask any questions other people could answer as well. We have pretty big community now, about 200 plus, no, actually like 300 plus members now. So there's quite a few people that can help you as well. If I'm, asleep or something. I do sleep, I'm not 24/7 online, but yeah. So make sure to check that out too, and yeah. Bye bye everybody, love you all. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys. Thank you. Love you all. Mwah.